So like when you come into your learning stories and you see that there's nothing here, click on this date range. So we'll click on the date range again. I'm choosing again the 7th, and then update activity list. Okay. Now what I'm going to show you next is adding tables and the benefits of adding a table or a cell. Okay, so I want to remove this picture because I don't want to work with these pictures. And I want to remove these here. Okay, and wherever this dent, this line has ended up, okay, will determine where your next object, image, text, or cell or table is going to go. So if I click on here or click on insert image, the image or the cell will pop up here. I'm going to add a table. So I want 4 squares. Okay, so it's giving me where exactly it was. So I'm just going to simply click on this and drag it. Click on this one. Maybe I'll leave that one. Let's work with this one for now. So what I'm going to show you guys now is how to wrap texts around an image. Okay, so I'm just going to resize this a little bit. Okay, and let's just say this picture is really nice, and I wish I had this flower in my house. Okay, now you can see that the texts have come up on the bottom here, all right, but what I would like to do is for the text to come maybe on the top. So I would simply click on this image here. There's a star here, and it gives you 2 options. It's either to break the text away from the picture or to put it in line with the picture. So I want it to break away from the picture. And what that will do is it will separate the texts from the picture. So the picture is saying, I want this area here to myself. I don't want you guys interfering in this area. But I wanted my text messages, my text is on the top. So what I can do is just click on this picture, put the line there, and it'll go on the top. Okay? Now there's another option where I want my texts on the sides. Okay? So what I will do then is just click here and click on inline, and what I can do is keep texting, keep writing like this, and it'll keep moving along. Okay? Let's just say I want this here. Okay, and you can keep moving it around until you find out where you want it. Okay, so you can align the picture itself. Okay, so if we line the picture here, then the text has come on the side, or you could line it like this, or to the right. But I want to align it to the left with the rest of my texts on the side of my texts on the side. Okay, and you can keep playing around with it as long as you know these little tips that they can help. Okay, so I want to click on this and I'll show you what breaking the text looks like if we were to break it away. Remember I said this wants its own space, so we'll break it away. Okay, so then it'll create that gap there. Okay, so let's go back to inline text. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to merge a cell. So I'm just going to click on this area, or you could do this area here, or we have 2 cells down here. We could do either one. You can either merge these 2 cells, And you can tell I've selected it because the blue outline has come on both of the cells. But I want to select these two. So the blue outline has been selected, okay? And once this toolbox pops up, I'm going to click on Cell and Merge Cell, okay? And then from here you can do more. I deleted my picture. Now, there's other things called tips that you can just actually use on your computer generally, and that's little hotkeys on your computer. So let's just say I wanted to copy a large text from somewhere. I could just click on Control C, the letter C, and to copy it, to paste it is Control V, okay, the V. Copy because it starts with the C, and V because it looks like a glue gun. Okay, I'll show you. The V looks like a glue gun, the tip of a glue gun. And if you make a mistake, let's say I deleted this flower, like this, I can go Control Z, Z for zebra, it'll bring my flower back. Okay, so I want to get rid of all this texts. So those are other tips that you guys can use. So we've merged the cell, and I've gotten rid of my thing again. We've merged the cell, and I would like to put another picture in there. And same thing, wherever you click on this picture and drag it, it'll end up wherever you'd like to put it, okay? Just like so. All right. So you can keep playing around with it. Now, the benefits of adding cells, okay, is that you get options to get this toolbox. However, let's just say in this area, when we don't have a cell, we don't get that toolbox. So when you click on these areas, you don't get the toolbox, but if you click on a picture, an image, you get the toolbox. Or if you click on the cells, you get the toolbox as well. So I'm going to start fresh again, and I'm going to pick another date range, the same one, update activity list, and I'm just going to show you guys a couple of things that you guys can do with working with cells. Remove that picture. I want to remove that picture, and remove this text. Okay. Let's insert another table. So the benefits of working with a cell, let's resize this image. I'm clicking on the image, resizing it, and placing it in the cell, another image, and placing it in another cell. So one thing that I want you to keep an eye out for is when this cursor changes. So you see out in this area, my cursor is just a triangle like an average cursor. But if I hover over this area here, it changes to resizing the cell, okay? If I hover over this space in between, it changes into, hey, I want to put something there. So I can click on that, and then you get this box here. So what that allows me to do is any blank space that is available, whether it's this little area here, or this little area that I see that little indent mark, I can use this toolbox to edit it, okay? Likewise with the picture, I get a little hand that's pointing on it. So it tells me you have an option. So this box is different because it applies to the picture itself. So with this picture, what you can do is you can replace this picture with another picture. You can align it, trash it, you can insert a link. Let's just say, and what that is I'll click on it, and there's a URL line here. You just click on the URL. So once you've published your learning story and it goes through to the parents, once they open it on their app, they're able to click on the picture and it'll send them directly to the link that will give them all the information that you wanted them to look at. For example, I've got pink flowers open on one of my tabs. I'm just going to copy it here. If I want people to know about pink flowers, then I'm going to paste it in the URL, insert, and every time they click on here, this will come up, okay? Now, just because they clicked on here, the parents won't have to click on this. They just click on the picture. But because I'm in the editing feature, it allows me to have options like this, okay? So another thing with working in cells is that these are the only two options, I'm afraid, is your borders. So the borders that we have for cells are these two here, table style and a cell style. So with the table, it'll just give us a dashed border. You can see those little dotted lines on the whole table, okay? Or alternate rows. Now what that means is that if you've got several rows, for example, I'll add another table here full of 4 squares. If you've got several rows, I'll click on it and it'll give me the toolbox, and I'll click on alternate rows and it'll just give it a stripy effect. Okay, it's just for focus, for things like that. And then remove that. The other option you have for a border is this one here, highlighted and thick. But it's the only options you have for a cell. Okay? We can't actually add any other borders to a cell. What you can do is add borders to a picture itself.